Yo, what's good, guys? We are back at it again with another MLB The Show 25 video for you guys, and today we're going to talk collections because the big collection is coming up in 2 days. It will be here on the 25th at Content. So it's something some of you guys need to start prepping for. Some people have already been prepping for it, which is why you're seeing the prices go up on certain cards, and they will probably continue to rise to some degree. But it's always kind of hard to predict these things. So if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, all that, and we'll go ahead and hop into it. So who is going to be the collection? Who knows? I've seen speculation. I think my favorite two would be like Tulowitzki, which would suck because, you know, for Legend and GOAT, he's just going to get spammed with outside sliders, and it is what it is. But he would do a good part in counteracting the Randy John meta. So I wouldn't hate that, assuming they give him that same Tulo swing. For those of you who have never played a MLB The Show game where Tulowitzki was in it, always had one of the best swings. So that would be very nice. He's like the prototypical, if we're not going to get a 99 Ellie De La Cruz, he is like the prototypical MLB The Show shortstop. Like 70 speed, awesome hitting stats, good enough fielder, tall. So he would be very nice. The name wouldn't be the biggest, but it would be huge. I think that would be a very good card. The other one I'm hearing a lot is Buster Posey, which would be awesome. I don't think they get his rights just because he is the GM of the Giants now. But if they have negotiated something on the side, I would love a Buster Posey. Catcher is such a just terrible position in the game right now. And if we're not getting a Mike Piazza, I can't really think anybody I'd rather have than Buster Posey, who typically has a very nice swing. So that would be fire there. Those are probably the two most speculated ones. They said it's going to be a new legend. If we check the Trello board here, it says new legend reveal, and that also happens to be the day that we're also getting our big legend collection. So I think there's no coincidence there that it will be a new legend. Hopefully it's not a pitcher. I could not fathom if it's actually a pitcher. It would be one of the most defensive fluke hit metas that we've ever seen in the game. Just crazy good pit. You'd see Roger, like Randy, John, Fernando Valenzuela, Leiter, whoever else you want to name, and then maybe like Tim Lincecum or whoever the new legend pitcher would be. So there would not be a lot of fun being had if it's a pitcher. A bullpen pitcher would be needed, but that would be so lame if it was a bullpen pitcher as this collection award. They've done it in the past with like a Mariano Rivera, but that's a bigger name. And it's also, I don't think it was the first big collection of that year. I think it was one of the updated bigger collections. So I don't think it'll be a bullpen guy. I've seen some speculation like Hideki Matsui. Cool, I guess. It'd be a cool card. I don't know how great it would be, but I think that would be pretty solid. So let's actually get into the meat and potatoes and talk about the collections a little bit. You might be thinking, if you have a screen that looks similar to mine, that you're in a good spot and you're getting the collection done. Not necessarily. Now, the John Donne collection, the Egg Hunt, DeGrom collection, New Threads, Pipeline, all those you're good on. They're not going to add on to these. It will just, the player will be your ticket to finishing that. So those are done. If you have those done, great. They're some of the more expensive ones. All these other ones, I've seen comments where it's like, I've already got all these collections done, so I'm just good. No, there will be a new tier added on the right side there, where you'll pretty much have to have every single card in each of these. So for this one, your gatekeepers are going to be like David Justice, and Fernando Valenzuela. So you'll have to have those, but that one's going to be pretty easy. You'll have to have this pre-order one, which on its face right now has literally no value. And you could just go get some of the free cards and then like one of these pre-orders and you would get this done for a free show pack. Collection will be updated 425. So you can see in the top right, you will have to have all of these. And it is going to get more and more expensive. You can see a lot of these cards are already on the rise. I think I got most of them for between 4 and like 7K. And now they are like 14. So they're just going to keep rising. That's going to be a big gatekeeper there. This last ride program, relatively free other than this pre-order Nolan Ryan, who you can see is already going up. Let's see. So this Brandon Lau is actually a new card. He's a headliner for today. That's not a bad card. The clutch kind of sucks, and his quirks aren't crazy, but we know how Brandon Lau plays. So this card, you got Leiter, Live Series Blue Jays. Beltre, this is going to be a big gatekeeper because nobody picked him. And then you're going to have the Angels Live Series. So you're kind of seeing how quickly stuff is adding up. This Jolt one should be good because this voucher is already here. And we've already gotten that, assuming you have 15. This one, McClanahan, I'm not freaking out about because he's a BR Quest reward or Diamond Quest. So don't have to worry about him. Hank Greenberg is the only like real big gatekeeper here. That and Veritech will probably go up because there's no more supply of them. This All-Star one, this is going to be a super nasty collection because you got 2 limited cards here in the Weekend Classic rewards. You have a boss, you have a chase card, another chase card, another chase card, a World Series reward right now when not a lot of people are in there, a brand new ranked card, which who knows how much this card will really go down by the time the collection's actually out in a couple days. Probably not a lot. The Diamond Quest card, another chase card, and a BR flashback reward, as well as like Mark McGuire, who basically nobody took. So you're seeing how quickly this can kind of add up. It's going to be a lot of stubs. Breakout, we already did. Vet, not really the craziest thing in the world there. Another BR reward. Don Sutton, who I just put an order in for, and I guess I need to refresh on because I think he could go up, even though he's not that good. I would like to be 1 card closer, and you can always kind of, usually after the collections come out, you can sell these cards back at a profit if you end up not needing them. So I like that. Another BR card here in Lance Berkman. So you can see how this is getting expensive quickly. So general word of advice is if you haven't finished Live Series, this is not, there's either 2 possibilities here if you have not finished Live Series. A, it will be not even completable. You won't have the option to complete it without doing Live Series. Or B, you will have to go out of your way to spend so many stubs on so many different cards to where you might as well just do Live Series. So if you don't have Live Series done, start cranking it out. Start locking in some teams probably if you ever want to get close to doing this Legend and Flashback big collection because it's going to take a lot. Another thing worth mentioning, these are not going to matter because you're seeing that the Lightning player and the Retro Lightning player are coming out May 6th. So that will be like a week and a half after this has already came out and after the first roster update. So a lot of people have a lot more stubs then, but those cards will not be relevant to the big collection that we're getting. So that is worth mentioning there. Next thing I want to talk about, you guys ever are curious and do want to check, Showzone, partner of the channel, so should probably be shouting them out a little more than what I do. But if you come to the Showzone website, go to collections, you can go to check your progress, and if you don't have the extension downloaded, it'll prompt you to. There's a little tutorial video, I believe, that can run you through how to do it. But you can see it has my inventory analyzed. So it says I'm worth about 3 million stubs. A lot of that is Live Series, obviously. 91% of the cards in the game. Missing about, what is that, like 200, 250, something like that. And then you can check in on each. So if you haven't done Live Series, this is pretty useful. Here you can see how many stubs each division would cost you as a whole, and each league, and how many stubs you would need to get it done. New threads are here also, but you have to be, I think, a gold or a diamond member to see the smaller collections. So for this big collection, you may also have to be a member. I'm not entirely sure how they'll do that, but when this new collection comes out, you'll be able to go in here, go to the new collection, and see what the cheapest way to go about completing that is. So if I wanted to sync my inventory, I don't have to, because it's pretty much, other than that new Don Sutton that I just bought, for the most part, it's synced, but this would be how you would do it. And then there's an automatic sync if you're a diamond member. So not the worst thing in the world there if you are looking to get into this. you got this kind of showing you what the cheapest way to get stuff done is. Unfortunately, I've already done everything, so I can't really show you guys like how it calculates the cheapest way. I mean, live series, obviously, you have to have every card, but like new threads, it would show you, you know, these cards are cheaper. This is going to be your cheapest path to getting it done, stuff like that. So if you guys ever do want to get into it a little bit, and you can flip and stuff, I've already done that, then Shows On is a great way to track your collection progress. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I brought some light to the situation. For a lot of you guys, it won't be realistic. You're just still working towards Beltron, and I get that, but just something to think about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, peace.